guys, Lauren here, and in this video I'm going to show you some tweaks that you can do to your website in order to convert more clients. If you've watched some of my other videos, you know that I was able to make 6 figures my first year as an independent stylist. And what I believe is one of the main reasons for that is I had a very highly effective website. And notice how I didn't say I had a beautifully designed website. You see, what most people do is they focus on having a beautiful design. I want to try to convince you that it's not your website design that's going to convert clients who are looking at your website. It's the effectiveness of your website. So the rule of thumb when you are creating your website is to think about the customer experience. What you want to do is think about all of the inquiries you get, whether it's through Instagram, through messaging, through any type of inquiries that you get. Think about what people are really wanting from you when they are submitting an inquiry or asking you a question about what you do. So typically there are 3 things that prospective clients really want to know about you. Number 1, they want to know exactly what you offer and what the value of that offer is. Number 2 is they want to figure out how to book with you. And number 3 is they want to know what type of investment it's going to be for them. So what a lot of people do is they use the front page of their website to do like typical stock photos, and then they have like a bio about themselves and why they're qualified to do hair and what their background is and what their history is and things like that. And these things are very important to know. You definitely do want to kind of give a little bit of yourself to your prospective clients and kind of show who you are and what your accomplishments are and things like that. It's definitely important, but I personally don't think that it's the very first thing that someone should see when they come to your website. When people are coming to your website, they really want to get answers quickly. And to me, there's just nothing more annoying than when you're trying to find answers about, pricing, like what people do, things like that. And all you see is just a bunch of information about the person and their life and their whole background history. My suggestion is this instead. What you want to do is, instead of offering all of that information up front, first address those main questions that people are looking for when they come to your website. And then after that, then go ahead and get into your bio. Because in my opinion, people really need a reason in order to want to get to know you personally. If you're able to offer value to them and make their experience really pleasant and easy right up front, like right when they get to your website, then they're gonna kind of want to dig deeper and say, who is this person? I want to know more. And that's the best time to introduce yourself and put your bio in your website. So the first thing you want to do on the front page of your website is have a message that is both going to convert people and inform people. So what you can do is start by doing this. As soon as they get to your website, show them a few pictures. Like say they found you off Instagram and they were scrolling through your pictures and they clicked on your website because they want to know more. You want to add some cohesiveness to your website so they know that they're in the right place. So as soon as they get to your website, maybe have like a few photos up there of the same work that they just saw on Instagram. So they're like, oh yeah, this is the right place. I want to know more. So as they scroll down the website, the next thing that you should have them look at is your method and why it is so amazing. So maybe you do a short video describing your method and why it's so amazing, or maybe you do just written copy and text. And in that copy, you want to be very convincing, persuasive, and you want to just describe your method. Take them behind the scenes of what you do and how people and clients of yours respond to what you do. For example, you can include in this section maybe a little snippet of a testimonial that one of your clients left for you saying how great you are and how much they are so excited and so grateful that they actually found you. That would be something great to include in this section. If clients have to sift through a bunch of information in order to find the answers that they're looking for, it's very likely that with such short attention spans as people have today, that they're gonna click away and just find somebody new. The reality is there's so many hairstylists out there, so many of them online, that maybe just the fact that the experience on your website was just a little bit too long and complicated, that's reason enough for them to just try to find somebody else. So it's very important that you just keep it as simple as possible, and it's gonna make you stand out so much because most stylists have like so much information about themselves and their history and so many different places to click. But if you just make it all linear and all extremely simple, I think you're really gonna see a nice conversion rate and you're gonna watch your bookings go way up. Okay, so number 3. So right at the top, we have some nice enticing visuals that are maybe the same visual images that you have on your Instagram or from Google or Yelp, or something like that, something to let them know that they're in the right place. And then as they scroll down that next section, you want to describe your methodology and give them kind of a behind the scenes feel of exactly what it is that you do for people, and then also how your clients respond to it. Like I said, with those examples of some snippets of testimonials and maybe even a few more images that go along with those testimonials. So that's section number 2. So section number 3, As they scroll down, the next thing they're going to want to know, if you think about the client experience after they've seen these visuals, after they've seen these testimonials, they're wondering, okay, how do I book with you? So in section number 3, you're going to give very detailed instructions of how exactly they book with you. So in my case, I actually had clients fill out a client application, and they had to first pre-qualify in order to book with me. And in that client application, I also used it to inform them as well. So for example, when they're filling out this application, I had a question that said, which service menu are you most interested in? And with all of my service items listed, I had estimated pricing by each line. So they could choose which service that they were most interested and see the pricing at the same time. And the reason I did it this way is I offered pretty high price services, and I definitely wanted to be upfront about my pricing so that people who weren't really serious about booking with me and they were just looking for the lowest price, they could just move on. And the reason I did it on my application form instead of like right there on my website is because through my application form, that is a chance, if somebody's willing to fill out an application form, they are a little bit of a hotter lead than somebody who just comes to the website just to look and see what your prices are. So if they're making this effort to fill out this application, I use that attention that I have to make sure that I further inform them, and that's where I let them look at my menu and my pricing. I also had my pricing and services listed on another page on the website, but on that very front page, I just kind of wanted to make it about building up that desire and then how do I book. But if you're somebody who charges higher prices and the client needs a little bit more time with you and your content in order to be persuaded to book with you, then that's when I recommend doing a client application. And honestly, I hope that you are somebody who at least desires to charge higher prices because it's going to help your career so much. And if you create a little bit of exclusivity by doing that client application, it actually helps to justify higher prices. Of course, you have to have a great product, but it's just one thing that kind of shows people that you're a serious professional and that you take everybody's concerns very seriously. So just to recap, the number one thing about your website that's going to make it effective is not the design. So don't focus too much on having these beautiful fonts and, influencer-like photos or anything like that. Just make it direct, to the point, because the reason is you want to make sure that the user experience is as flawless and seamless as possible. Trust me, you care more about the way your website looks than the person coming to it. They just want answers and they want them as quickly and easy as possible. So rule of thumb, keep it simple. And then make sure that you don't do your bio right away. Make sure that you give them value, show them exactly what they're looking for first, and then after that, go into your bio, because that's when they're going to be the most open to learning more about you and who you are and why they should choose you to do their hair. So first provide value and information, and then talk about you. All right, so today I wanted to shout out another YouTube subscriber. Thank you so much for all the comments, you guys. I like to read one out loud on each video just so you know how much I appreciate you guys. And I also want you to know that I read each and every one of these and they definitely make my day. So this one's from Sophie and she says, I've only just started to watch your channel. I'm thinking about going out on my own in the next couple of years. I feel your advice is really good and I can already start to use it to help build my clientele outside of my hair salon I work at now. I feel more excited about my passion again. Sophie, thank you so much for this comment. I really love it because you said you were so excited about your passion again. And for me, that's one thing that I see so much is hairstylists are just so burnt out. They see the same tactics and tricks all the time, and they feel like it's just not working for them, and nothing really inspires them to keep going forward. So that is what I'm really, really trying to do on this channel. So thank you for letting me know that I'm on the right track, and I hope you decide to go independent because for me, it is the best decision I ever made. And also, if you want a shout out on Instagram, just take a screenshot of one of my videos, post it in your stories, and I will repost it and give you a little shout out. Well, thanks so much for watching, you guys. My name is Lauren, and I help hairstylists build their brand, business, and technical skills. Also, I have a bunch more resources for you down in the description below, so make sure to check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, like, hit that notification bell, share this video with your friends. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.